time, I kind of got into other progressive bands like, Yes, especially their 70s stuff, Pink Floyd, Zeppelin. Rush and Zeppelin are still probably my top two favorite bands.
Mm-hmm.
There was a great band called Voivod. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They were a metal band, but they were progressive and really, really weird music. But I just found their stuff really compelling.
Yeah, no, I have heard of them. We had this guy Kevin Huffnagel's in this prog metal band Dysrhythmia, and it's like it was kind of an odd interview in that he's not a super Rush disciple, but he's a Voivod disciple. And I went.
In Voivod, it's really weird stuff. I think a lot of Rush fans would like it, and even for a lot of Rush fans, it might be a little out there. But if people were interested in finding out, I would say start with Nothing Face and do the next, 2 or 3 albums after that. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Over time, I kind of got more into some alternative bands that I thought were interesting, like especially Radiohead. That's a band that I don't think can you couldn't get those guys to write a bad song if you tried. I mean, everything they do is pretty consistently brilliant. Bands like Incubus, Mars Volta was a huge influence. That's one of the most mind-blowing bands, I think, to come out in the past decade or so. So kind of goes the gamut, and then I listen to a lot of jazz. I really enjoy jazz music. I like going to our local jazz club and checking out bands, and I kind of try to dabble in it a little on guitar and take lessons in that, but it's really more as a hobby thing. I don't have any illusions that I'm going to be a great jazz guitarist, but I just think it's great music, and the thing that jazz has that most rock doesn't is just beautiful harmonies.
No, I hear you. Well,
that's my musical bag there.
That and chops, and as a friend of mine pejoratively calls it ta-ting. He always has the Oh, I mean, not that that's what jazz is all about, but yeah, it's interesting. I'm the same kind of maybe a different pedigree. I came from prog rock, then I got schooled in jazz and was in that vein for a long time, and then I ditched it, came back to my roots. So sounds like we kind of went on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Kind of went on a similar journey.
Well, I checked out some of your songs. I definitely hear different. I heard a little classical guitar and mixed in one of the songs, and some Radiohead rock on others, and some little prog snippets in that. So
yeah, it's a smorgasbord.
Cool stuff.
I think it's good to absorb, even if as a fan, not as a other types of music, because it just kind of by osmosis it comes into your own music and mixes it up, makes it more interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
What's your you're in Colorado, right? What's life like? You keep losing band members. One guy moved to California. How did you wind up in Colorado? Is that where you grew up? And what's the music scene like out there?
That's Colorado is where I grew up. I've probably lived my whole life aside from a couple of years in Colorado. And Aaron had been here for many years, so just it all started with Shaft, really, that band, and then Aaron and I ended up being together, and he and I always had some things in common as far as influences and the type of music we wanted to make, and I think anything one of us wrote, the other person could contribute to and make it better. So it's a huge deal for him to move. Like I said, Mike and I are still writing, and right now that's what we're going to focus on, is just writing stuff, and then down the road, we'll figure out what happens at that point.
Yeah, the last band I interviewed, Elf Project, is I'd say even more. Well, these guys come out of the Rush tribute band tradition, and they've only recently gone original, so they're really, really like Rush. But even there, the guy, the lead songwriter, singer, he plays the bass, he does all the synths and stuff live, and he sings in high pitch. And now you had this fella who sang and played bass, and did he do the synths as well, or was that you?
We kind of live, Aaron, when we played live, I mean, we would reproduce the CD and then add to it. So, we would like to insert jam sections, like in Dementia, which is the lead track and whatnot. On the CD, Aaron and I kind of split up keyboard duties, but live, Aaron would have the keyboard in front of him and kind of, Taurus type trigger pedal, trigger stuff. And then separately, I had a loop pedal, so I could record sections and then loop underneath live and then play on top of those. So we kind of used a little bit of that, technology to help fill out the sound and reproduce all of the little details that were on the CD.
Right.
So.
No, that's a great approach for a trio. And I don't know what the chicken came first or what, if Rush hadn't done that years ago, started that trend to flesh out their live performance and make it like the studio version. If others probably wouldn't have caught on, but I just think it's ironic. The second prog rock band in a row I'm interviewing had that same kind of formula.
Yeah, and I mean, we didn't set out like we want to be a trio or, we want to be like Rush and have the same instrumentation, but just as we wrote the music, we realized that, keyboards could fill a good supporting role here and there, even though, they're certainly not my primary instrument or Aaron's. And so I think just being aware that, hey, Rush was able to pull that off with three people kind of gave us, some confidence that, yeah, you can use technology in a way where you can do all that stuff and still not have it be where you just have a mixtape playing in the background and you're just singing over it or doing karaoke or something.
Right, yeah.
So.
No, it can get ridiculous, but no, it's use technology if you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the what are your ambitions as far as the band? I mean, are you going to?
Our short-term ambitions really for this year are to keep writing material. We have some new stuff that's pretty cool. I really like it, and I think other people would too once we're able to record it. So I just want to purely focus on that, and then next year would really like to be in a state where we can start gigging again and recording, and ideally by the end of the year get out another CD. But right now, there's been so much change recently that I'm just trying to keep on my blinders and worry about what I can control right now, which is, trying to write music, try to stretch out a little bit, and do something new aside from what would first be, but, still have the RSR sound.
Right. Cool. Well, thanks for talking. This has been excellent.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for listening. Do check out the band on their MySpace page. That's myspace.com/Red Star Revolt, one word. Clutch is also offering a free CD if you just pay for shipping. And I wanted to extend that offer to everyone. All you have to do is shoot him an email at his address, redstarrevolt@hotmail.com. $4 and a CD will be dropped in your lap. Again, thanks for listening. We close today with another track from the band. This one is called Dementia. See you next week.